Welcome, 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 beautiful people. You made it. Day 3 of the 3-day website creation challenge. Today is the day you're going to launch your website. So let me talk you guys through what we're going to learn today. We're going to look at our website creation roadmap, and we see that today begins phase 3, which is the launch phase. We are going to add SEO and analytics plugin. We're going to look at the performance of the websites, and we're going to review and test it. So some other things we will do is we will make sure that your website is ready for launch. We're going to go through the ultimate website checklist, which I've already preloaded here. There's a link in your day-to-day handbook, in this one, that you can find to get to the ultimate website launch checklist. And in there you will find a checklist for content, design, conversion, email, marketing, testing, and performance, great first impression, as well as get them to know you, like, trust you. So these are just like general guidelines that I run through before I put a website live on the internet. And so let's go over here and look at what we're going to start with. So I think we should start with SEO, since that is first on our little list here. Let's go to day 3, which is launch, SEO and analytics. So let's install the Yoast plugin. Let's click on our link here in our document. Okay, and then it brings you to a plugin that's called Yoast. Yoast SEO is this plugin that just makes your website more readable for search engines like Google and Bing. And so let's download Yoast and let's upload it to our website. So let's go to our website. In my case, that is the 3-day website creation challenge. We're going to go to /wp-admin, and I'm going to log in there. In the meantime, my plugin is downloading. So once I'm logged in the dashboard, I want to go to plugins, add new, and I can either upload the plugin that I just downloaded, or I can search it here. If I type in Yoast, you're going to find it here too. Because one of the most popular SEO plugins, 5 million installations. That is truly a lot. Install now. And once we activate the plugin, it will run us through a little tutorial to set that up. So let's go to SEO and go to general. Okay, first time SEO configuration. Get started quick with the Yoast SEO configuration wizard. Let's click on this one. That way, there you go. So the environment, please specify if your site is under construction or already active. So option A, my site is live and ready to be indexed. Not yet. I still have to change some text on my page. You might be done already, but I'm going to click option B. My site is under construction and should not be indexed yet. Okay, so what does the site represent? A blog, an online shop, news channel, corporation, portfolio, or something else? I'm just going to say a blog for now. You can choose whatever category suits yourself here. And then does this site represent an organization or a person? See, for example, a company name logo needs to be set for structured data to work properly. So for this page, I'm just going to choose person, because that will make this whole process a little simpler. However, if you do have a company, I highly recommend to put in the name as well as upload the logo. Actually, I mean, we could do that by uploading Sabrina's logo to here and everything, but I'm going to choose person and name of the person. I select which challenge, because I enter that as the username. So click next, because this information will also be used in Google's knowledge graph card. So make sure like whatever you configure here is something that you want to be represented and be visible as. And then here you can select search engine should show posts and search results. So meaning your blog post can be indexed, yes. Search pages, yes, indexed pages, and projects. We don't have projects yet, but we're just gonna keep that on yes, and we're gonna click next. Multiple authors, no, I'm just gonna be the only one doing this. So website, and then my website name is the 3-day website creation challenge. And then you can choose a title separator, maybe a dot or a dash, whatever you feel is best. I'm gonna choose. Okay, there you go. Continue learning. It says to sign up here to learn more about SEO and all that kind of stuff. Keyword research training. I mean, there's lots of stuff you can do. I'm just gonna click next so I can be done with this tutorial. And success, you've done it. SEO, Yoast SEO will now take care of all the technical optimization of your site. To really improve your site's performance in the search results, it's important to know everything your plugin has to offer. Sign up your free Yoast plugin training, in which you'll learn how to use Yoast SEO and how it can help make the best of your website. So I'm just gonna say to that, SEO really is a long-term game. If you really wanna rank high, I recommend blogging, and just doing things on multiple platforms like YouTube, Facebook, all these like social ranking factors also really like boost your sites. But mainly it's like what sites link to your sites, and do those sites have a high authority? So you're building backlinks that link to your site. So just things that make your site kind of look important to the Google algorithm. That's something that you can always do. It's very time intensive. You might probably not need it. What I do, however, recommend, if you're local, for example, if I am, if I'm a life coach in Louisiana, Mississippi, then there's definitely some optimization you can do with keywords on your pages and things like that, which I would recommend. You can Google that and look deeper into that. But for this purpose now, we're gonna keep this very basic configuration. What this Yoast plugin also does, it automatically installs a sitemap, which we can see now at 3daywebsitechallenge.com/sitemap.xml. So this document is basically the page structure. If you click on page sitemap XML, I'm gonna see all pages that are live on this website, which is sample page, about, blog, services, contact. So that means I might want to delete the sample page because I don't think that's necessary for Google to be indexed. But all of these pages and posts, they can all be indexed and searched by Google, and just gives it a better overview. So that's as far as XML sitemaps, if you ever stumble over that. Another thing you want to configure is definitely the social component. So remember yesterday we created our thumbnail of Sabrina and here. That's our thumbnail on Facebook for this website. And it says your website currently configured to a person. That means the form and information below is were not used. Okay, we don't need that. Let's click on Facebook. And it says add open graph metadata. So enable, disable, enable that one. And here we can upload the image that we've created yesterday. So upload this image and drag it in here. There's also different ways of like implementing a thumbnail for Facebook, but this is the easiest way, which is why I'm telling you that. Save the changes. And since yesterday we scraped the website and it said no results, because it said the OG image properties explicitly provided, blah, blah, blah. So let's see what it does now. Let's see if it recognizes the image yet. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes for the Facebook algorithm to run over the site again and correctly, display the image. Let's scrape that again, see if there's any changes yet. Okay, no changes yet. So let's give this some time. And you're good to go. That's your thumbnail that will be showed once you post the link on Facebook. It still has to, take some time to propagate. Maybe click that again after, I would say, maybe another 10 minutes or so. Sometimes these robots like, the Facebook crawler or the Google spiders and crawlers, they always take a couple minutes. So yeah, make sure you check on that one later. And now we will head over to Google Analytics. So we're going to go to analytics.google.com. And this page just clicks. So here's a tracking code that we'll put on the site that will monitor how many visitors we have. We can follow kind of like their behavior, which pages they look at, what they look at, things like that. So we can create a new property. Once you create an account, first you have to create an account with Analytics, and then once in the account, it's going to walk you how to create the tag that we're going to need. But for example, for me, I'm going to create a property here. So again, we went here, Google Analytics, and we went to admin down here. And there's several property. Another property I have is Lovepix Agency and my own personal website. So I'm going to create a new property, which I'm going to measure just for the website name is 3-day website creation challenge. Boom. 3-day website creation challenge.com. I always choose HTTPS because I will add an SSL certificate later. If you don't use an SSL certificate, which I highly recommend, especially if you have online shops and things like that, I definitely recommend getting an SSL certificate either through HostGator or a different WordPress plugin. You can make sure you don't select the S if you don't have it, and select the S if you have it. So HTTPS, that's it. Even though I don't have S on there right now, see it says not secure. This connection is not secure. Yada yada yada. That means it's not HTTPS. But I will add that in a jiffy. So we're just going to select that one and be good with it. This is about computers and electronics. I'm going to create this property. And automatically, I'm going to get to the next page and it says tracking code. So once you get to this tracking code, which depending on which tutorial you'll do, maybe have an analytics account and you do the same, just create a new property, or it's going to walk you through a just basic tutorial on how to set this up. Once you get to this script, to this code, this is what we want. It looks like this, a piece of code. You want to copy all of this, Command, copy, Control, copy, and we're going to go back to our page, and we're going to go to Divi, Theme Options, in the WordPress dashboard, Divi Theme Options. Once in Theme Options, we're going to go to Integration, and we're going to add this code in the body. So here says, add code to the body, good for tracking code such as Google. Perfect. That's what we're going to need. Save changes. And here we go. We have added our Google Analytics just like that. And we're going to be able to track our visitors, where they click through, which pages they stay on, how long they stay on, all these kinds of things. Many more things you can do with Google Analytics. It's a very powerful tool. Lots of things you can look at. Where do people come from? What's the source they come from? Facebook. What's the traffic channels? How many active users? Which countries do they come from? And all that kind of stuff. So now we have installed the Yoast SEO plugin, configured that one, installed the Google Analytics, also configured. Now we're going to look at the performance of our website. So make sure all images are resized and optimized web and install a caching plugin. And a plugin for caching is always helpful. Let's add that plugin, add new. It's always helpful if you have no caching currently installed. This one looks like it already has a caching plugin installed. However, I want to use a different one that's called Swift Performance. I like that one very much. It's sometimes a little tricky and it might break your site if you set the settings too aggressive, but it helps a little bit with page speed. However, if that plugin doesn't work for you, another plugin, we're going to go to auto config here, and we're just going to let that run. And I'm going to go back to dashboard. I'm going to show you another plugin. So plugin, add new. I think it's called light cache, light speed, something like that. Light cache. Where is it? Light speed caching. WordPress. Yes, that's it. Light speed. So let's type that in here. Light speed. So if the one I just installed, the Swift Performance, is too aggressive and it breaks things on your site, then just use the Lightspeed Cache. It's a very simple, great plugin as well. That's simple Swift certain optimizations that you can't do with the other one. So totally up to you what you want to use. Let's do auto config when you use Swift Performance. But I want to make sure I give you the best tips here. So sometimes you have to use plugins that are a little bit more, I would say, progressive. But again, if you install this one, it's totally fine if you don't want to play with all this technical stuff that I like to geek out over sometimes. See, it's testing now. Okay, what are the timeout tests? Like, what's the max connections, web server and rewrites, loopbacks, all that kind of stuff. Technical jargon that you don't need to worry about. We can let that be done in the background, and we can open a new window with our website. So let's go to our website.com/wp-admin board, and let's look at our images that we uploaded. I think most of them we did optimize and test that everything looks fine and they're not too big, but however, we will detect that once we test the page for speed. So there you go, all of this is done. Let's click next. Let's go to Swift Performance Lite settings. Some default options are hidden. You can switch to advanced to see all. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to go to a page called GTmetrix. So this test, we're going to test our page for speed, GTmetrix. And here we can find out how fast does our website load. So let's copy this in here. Let's clear all the cache before we do that over here on the WordPress backend so we know everything's fresh and new. Okay. And then we're going to go paste that URL in here, and then we're going to test our site. It's going to take our site and send a robot from their server over onto our site and see how fast does it load, what are the issues. So let's just leave it up for a minute. And this page is super fast, but the reason is it didn't load the right page. It just sees the coming soon page. So let's deactivate this mode. Let's deactivate the coming soon plugin, which is the Seed Pro. Let's disable that. Let's see, settings. Make sure. Okay. Let's retest that site. Swift clear the cache. And then retest the site. That's definitely going to be a different site. And it will look, hopefully, prettier. Let's see. Let's see what the server says. No, it's still get ready. Something real cool is coming. Okay, it still shows the same page. So we might need to go over here and click the caching, the purge all. So sometimes when we have a caching plugin installed, it happens that this page, this version of the website gets cached on their servers, which is why they still generate the same image, although we just deactivated this coming soon mode. All technical stuff that is, a little tricky sometimes. Okay, it's still not working. Let's try that later. There's other page speed tools too that we can use. For example, there's tools.pingdom.com. We can use this one and test that from, we say, North America. Tools.pingdom.com is another tool that I'm using here, since the other one does not seem to recognize the updated page. Maybe this one doesn't either. I don't know how this entire thing works. And it doesn't either because, oh no, it does. Here it is. Okay, so it does recognize the page because we see our menu up here. We see the bar and the button. However, it does not load the image. So I have to look in an incognito window, because that one doesn't store any data from my browsing because I've already loaded the page, hundreds of times. So open incognito window, check my page, see how it looks. And it still looks like the white one. Let's see. Okay, there you go. No, it works perfectly. Looks good. Nothing's broken. I'm happy about that. And it loads pretty fast, 3.75 seconds. That's an acceptable speed. I would say anything. Really good speed is under 2 seconds. If you do professional websites, it should be under 2 seconds. This website obviously, has still some potential to be optimized, and we haven't really done a lot of work in terms of optimization of this website. But if you build a website yourself, WordPress, and if you're under 10 seconds, I would say that's totally enough. Don't, as I said, don't put too large images on the front page, because that just makes that time go up and up and up. So yeah, that's it for the speed page, for the page speed. And just a general note for the plugins: choose your plugins wisely and don't have too many that you don't really need. So look at your installed plugins. Once the website is done, you're about to go live, check the plugins. Do I need this to be active? They're coming soon. Probably not. Once it's live, deactivate and delete. Do I need Hello Dolly? No. Delete Hello Dolly. I don't even know what it is. Opt-in monster, delete. WordPress forms Lite, delete. All that kind of stuff I don't need. Please get it out. Google Analytics for WordPress by Monster Insight. That's a plugin analytics into WordPress, which we've done manually, so we can delete that wholeheartedly. Mojo Marketplace, I don't need that either. Get out of my face. Fantastic. Jetpack by WordPress. I'm going to leave that in there because I might use it later. It says Jetpack enables you to connect your blog to a WordPress.com account and use powerful features like backups and other things like that. But you can also delete that if you want to. So this, okay, this was the old test. Let's close this. Okay, so we have our plugin installed. We tested the speed. Speed looks good. And then review and testing. So let's go to our lovepixelagency.com ultimate website launch checklist, which I have opened here. Boom. And let's see. So for the content, let's go to our home page and check what the status is here. Let's see if the Facebook, in the meantime, already registered our image here. And it did not register our image, but if you saw, it did add this description here. So it says, provided OG image, good. It shows that the link that is the link, Blue Modern Studio Facebook ad, that is the exact link to this one that I've uploaded on my server. It shows that it's there, but for some reason not showing. Maybe it needs a couple more minutes to load. Show our raw tags. Okay, okay, yeah, it should work, but that's okay. We'll just give it a couple more minutes. So back to the homepage. That's our homepage, and now we're gonna go to the Ultimate Website Launch checklist and go over with that checklist over website and all the things we have done so far. So check text and layout. I think layout looks wonderful to me. Text too, I really like it. Text is not final though, so I have to read it. No test content on page. We can't check that. There's still stuff there. Proofread, not worth yet. Grab attention. I would say this grabs attention. This lady standing there in the mountains, really powerful. I love it. Grab attention. Deliver what you promised in your title. So if you promise, people here learn yoga, how can I learn yoga? What do I deliver on that promise? It looks like she has a lot of experience, and I can get started with a free PDF. So I think you can learn yoga with Sabrina here on this website with the PDFs and everything that we've offered, and how to get started with classes. So deliver, we're gonna put a check on that. Solve problems with your target audience. So my target audience wants to get fit. I do that. I give them PDFs. I give them classes, whatever they need, I give them. Credibility enhancers, legal pages, not done yet. I definitely recommend what's called Inbu Law, something like that. No. What was that one website called? It was UIX Andy. That was really good for law. Let me check that for you guys, so you guys know which page I use for restore all, please. Okay, here we are. Back we are. Sorry for this little confusion. I just want to give you guys the perfect resource for your legal pages. So especially for people it's called Ubenda. So this link, go to this link, and then it helps you to have the right privacy policy in place, and then you click on start generating website, fill in your website address and all that kind of stuff. Really, really helpful site, ubenda.com. Since it's important to comply with data policy laws in California. There's a new Privacy Act coming in January 1st. All these kinds of things are going to get more important in terms of like law, data rights, yada yada yada. You want to make sure you put that in right. So okay, we had this, this credibility enhancers. We have that here. Numbers, things like that. Legal pages, not in place yet. Contact forms working. You need to test that. Email sign up working, so you need to test that too. Buttons working. Still not. The buttons are probably not working because you still need to put the link to the pages there. Let me just show you how to do that later. But let's go on. Design. We have a favicon where the crocodile is. That is our favicon. So we still need to set our favicon. So we're going to go to Theme Customizer. And we're going to go to General, Site Identity. And here, down here, the site icon, it says Select Site Icon. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to upload that heart that I downloaded. And 5. There you go. Fantastic. Just a heart. And here's our heart up here. Looks fantastic. And there's also, by the way, site title is this, but you also can use the tagline to write something, or maybe even, fill it out with something what you're about, 3-day website creation challenge. Let's do this. Build a high converting website without any experience knowledge in 3 days. Boom. Perfect. We'll leave that in there. Just so that tagline is also helpful for Google, because Google will crawl that because it's part of your site's, kind of title and tagline, so to say. So we have our favicon. We made our logo. We checked the image size. Everything's under 200. Just that one is 300, which I'm fine. Looks good on mobile and tablets. Let's see. Social media thumbnail we can check. Let's exit out of this menu. I would say, check that page on tablet, and on real phone, it looks a little bit different on real phone. So see if it looks good on mobile. I like it. Everything breaks very nicely. There's nothing off the screen or something like that, or too big. So, okay, looks good on mobile and tablet. Conversion. Minimize the number of steps to reach your goal. So if you want to make a sale or contact you, then minimize these steps. For example, if I am on this homepage and I want to contact you, I'm one click away in the menu, and then boom, 2 clicks away. I just need to fill out name, email address, and write your message. 2 clicks away. Perfect. And then one page is one goal, which means, except the homepage, all these individual pages have just one goal. So about, series, services, blog. Okay, great. Goal here is to get familiar with the user on the about page, services, introduce the services, and blog, read more about the blog. Yes, every page is a call to action. I don't know. This contact does. What about services? Book a class. Okay, and about. No call to action here. So we're going to add a call to action on the about page that links maybe to the contact page or the services. Credibility enhancers, yes. Email account created, yes. Setup, yes. Welcome emails, setup, not yet. You have to set that up with the PDF if you wanted to. Marketing, add website to your email signature. So this is another thing you can do to kind of get the word out about your website. For example, when I write an email, I always have the website in my signature, as well as some social icons. Always works. Some people like to click on it and check you out. Ensure the lead email capture is in place, which is the email opt-in on the homepage on the bottom, which is right down here. So make sure this one is in place and it works. This one still needs updating. With the next theme release, I think they're going to fix that pretty soon. So consider SEO. We've installed the plugin. Maybe you want to do more stuff. Consider paid traffic. I'm not going to run paid traffic yet. Let's see. Consider blogging. Okay. Install the Swift Performance plugin. Done that. Or the Lightspeed. And then test it for speed. Test in different browsers. So for example, if you go to Safari and you take that website, enter it here, see how it looks in Safari or Firefox. Maybe something doesn't load. That's another thing they can do, but usually these things are pretty good. Great first impression. So websites loading fast, yes. Use a good host, yes. Optimize images, yes. Visually appealing, yes. Mobile friendly, responsive, no broken links. Everything's easy. Done. Great first impression. Get them to know, like, and trust you. So your page should answer these questions. Who are you? I'm Sabrina. I teach yoga. For whom? I don't know. Didn't write that. For everybody, I guess. And what's in it for them? So they can heal. They can balance their body, mind, and spirit. So, and it also should include social proof stuff. Again, testimonials, client logos, certifications, awards, statistics like numbers, how many years you've taught. All of these things are super helpful. Let's go back and let's do 2 more things. I want to add a button to the About page, changes text from Get Started to More About Me. And then we are pretty solid. Let's scroll down here. Let's click on Get Started and click on More About Me. And then where it says here, link, I'm going to set the button link URL to, I'm going to right click on this link here, right click and copy link address. Once it's copied, I just paste it in here and it's going to give me the entire link where the page is. Check mark, open these 3 dots here, the purple dots, and save. So now this button will link to that page. And then one more thing, let's see if that worked. Let's see if that worked. Let's go to More About Me. Okay. Works about. Problem here is, however, the header is transparent. You see when I scroll it gets white, but when it's not scrolling, it's not. It's transparent, and so we don't see the about. It is there, but it is red. It's the same color as the background, so you don't see it. That is a problem. Just like our heart, logo heart, you don't see it either because it's the same color. So once I scroll over here, you cannot see it. So what you want to do is you want to go back to the theme. You can either change the background color of this, which I won't do because I think it looks very nice and poppy. But I'm going to go back to the theme customizer and change the color of the menu bar to white, even when it's not scrolling. So just make it always white so it's visible and it sticks out. People know where to navigate. It's easy for them. Go to header navigation, primary menu, and then the background color, instead of transparent, we're going to use white, publish, and that fixes that issue. So that's it so far. You have the ultimate website checklist, ultimate website launch checklist, and you have your 5-page website ready to go. All you need to do is insert the right text on the images, and you are good to go. So hopefully this was all very, very helpful and you guys got some value out of this. If you want, you can always donate. I'm going to post a link in the description of the video or in the Facebook group, because I am totally open for anybody who is willing to give anything for what I've given. And just know that you are fantastic. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful. Go out, make this page epic, and know that you are already epic. And here's to more beautiful websites and to make love tangible. God bless and have a fabulous, fabulous time. Bye-bye.